Underground Boxing News, Mr. Underground, Mr. Did I mention that? We're going to get straight to it, though. Can we get straight to it, though? The Custom Place Dover Mall. Hold on, wait. I don't think they heard me. The Custom Place Dover Mall, they print T-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies. Look, if you don't like the quality, you can bring your own stuff. They still going to print it. Did I mention that? You better tell them Mr. Underground sent you. Oh, my goodness. You better tell them Mr. Underground sent you. It's the Custom Place Dover Mall, man. Whatever you need, they got it. If you don't like the quality, you can bring your own. Did I mention that? Oh, my goodness. But I'm going to get straight to the point, though. Like I said, it's Underground Boxing News. Underground Boxing News since 2023. We got a surprise guest. I'm about to bring my guy in. Great guy. Like I said, you never know who's going to be on Underground Boxing News. You never know who's going to be on Underground Boxing News. But let's get straight to it and bring my guy in here. It's Underground Boxing News, man, 2023. Uh-oh, there you go. Brandon.
What's going on? What's going on, man?
Hold up. There you go. Brandon Chambers. Hold on. A.K.A. Brody, the hitter Chambers.
Yes,
wait,
sir.
They're not ready. Wait, they're not ready. They're not ready. Brandon. No, wait. Time out. Brody, the hitter Chambers, 38 years old, now in a 1-1 draw, featherweight, 125 pounds.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to take it back, though. I got to take it back. Can I take it back one more time?
Sure, man. Hey, go ahead and do it, man.
Brody, the hitter Chambers, 38 years old, 9-1. Oh, my goodness. 1 draw, featherweight, 125 pounds. Did I mention that?
Yes, sir.
It's Mr. Did I mention that? Listen, March 8th, he took his first loss to Bruce Shoo Carrington. He be back on top. Did I mention that? Wait up.
Absolutely.
They didn't hear me, though. I said he took his first loss, but he still will be back on top. It don't stop. He going to keep going. Before March 8th, he was undefeated. Did I mention that? Come on, man. The work speak for itself. He going to get back in the jump.
Absolutely. Man, with a limited amateur career, just to be in the position I was in, man, like, that shit was just incredible and great all around. Like, of course, I would have loved the win and everything, but, like, how things had unfolded, I got caught with a punch as I was punching at, like, the same time, and I was unable to recover from. Like, it's just boxing, but, man, like, I wouldn't take back nothing from that experience. A lot of guys, even with a lot of experience, can't say that they did what I just did, and a lot of people wouldn't even have took that fight. Like, guys are actually, like, scared to fight. Like, I definitely, like, respect him, respect his craft and everything. Like, the kid is sharp, but, like, me, like, I won't turn down a challenge. Like, that opportunity was presented to me, and, like, yes, I took it with open arms. Like, I'm not running from no fights at all. Like, I'm gonna be a living legacy, man. Like, I'm gonna be bought. Like, hopefully, I will be a world champion. But if not, like, and I definitely respect them. Like, I would want to, like, walk into, like, the path of, like, Gabriel Rosado. Like, I would be the Baltimore's, like, version. Like, that guy doesn't turn down a fight for nobody. Like, and I respect him for so much. Like, he has a great legacy with, like, boxing, and I want the same. What's up, big hitter?
Yo, so let me tell you, like, shout out to him too. He always fighting. He more active than a lot of guys.
Absolutely.
He's super active. But I want to get back to you, though, because you had your first fight with Top Rank. That was a big fight. First of all, I want to shout out to Tony Jetta promoter, great promoter. Shout out to, hold up, let me say it again. Let me take it back. Tony Jetta promoters, Live Casino. If you in Maryland, and this guy is throwing a fight, you gotta make it there. If you're not a big boxing fan, Tony Jetta promotion. Oh my goodness, this is straight fireworks. Did I mention that?
All right, man.
It's straight, like, fireworks.
Even though, like,
we won't get back.
I won't be on this next card. July 15 card is stacked. Like, you got Jordan White, Greg Outlaw.
Is that the one in Allentown?
No, that's the one, like, back home in Maryland at Live Casino featuring.
Okay.
Yeah.
So everybody in Maryland, say that date again.
July 15th, Jetta Promotions. I'm not sure if Jordan White is the main event or Greg Outlaw, but both of those guys are on the card. And man, it is the stat card, man.
Hey, shout out to everybody July 15th. Shout out to the whole Tony Jetta promotion. He doing his thing. But yeah, we're gonna go back on you, man. You took your first loss, and then you was on a major platform. Shout out to Top Rank.
Yeah, shout out to
What was the difference from you fighting that live to fighting in Jersey? We all for that. It was packed too. It was a lot of people. I was definitely in the building.
man.
It was
Like,
definitely
man, like
packed.
everything, just like the people who were around and everything. Like, I got to like talk and eat side by side like Josh Taylor, which man, he's the coolest guy in the world, man. Like I've met a lot of people, but like none can like be cool as Josh Taylor. Big shout out to like Josh Taylor, man. Like I really like that guy, his energy and everything. But like just like the cameras and everything, man, like I won't say it was intimidating them, but like it was just a little bit different, man. I'm like, holy shit, I'm on fucking TV.
Hey,
Like
yo,
it took so much for me, like walking down to the ring, not to just be like a fucking dork, like, hey, mom.
so the atmosphere and everything was great. Now, I gotta tell the fans, man, because the fans don't know when you step up to that big stage like that, and you got thousands and thousands of people, because it was a great crowd there.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
you don't know what's going through these fighters' heads, man. So for you to do that, I want to salute to you for that. That was the biggest fighting
Thanks, man. I
crowd you fight
appreciate
for
that.
in front of, but it was amazing. Like I said, man, my guy Brandon Chambers, despite all that, we already know your boxing. It already speaks for it. But now I want you to tell the people what you got going on in the community. And this what really drew my eye to this guy. Not only did he lose his first fight, and I want everybody to see when you lose your first fight, it's not the end of the world. All you gotta do is
Man,
work
that ain't
harder.
nothing, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I
All you gotta
definitely,
do is go back to the table, talk to your team. Listen, where did we mess up at? He's a prime example. Did you lose anybody when you took that first L? Because a lot of fighters say, yo, I be on top, I take my first loss, and it's like I lose a lot of people with that situation.
no, I wouldn't say I actually lost like a lot of people. Like I love my city. I love where I'm from. Like you got a lot of motherfuckers. Even someone who was in my comments, like I screenshot it. It was like, see, well, you should have took that fight, this, that, and the third down. Now you're not as valuable. I want to say, motherfucker, do you know how much I got paid for that shit? Like,
Watch the profanity though, because
oh yeah,
we got kids.
it was my fault,
He
man.
apologized.
But that got under my skin a little bit. Like, but I was like the meme that was crying, but then I had bust out laughing. Like, man, in this one fight, I just made more than like you're probably making 10 fights.
Yeah.
And then on
The
top of that,
hitter
it's like,
chambers,
all
I
right,
am talking.
and then on top of that, I just got caught with something good that I can't recover. Like, it's boxing. Like,
Yeah.
it's going to happen. Like everyone's not Mayweather. Like I started boxing so late. I even turned professional. Like I turned professional at 32 years old, and like for me to be doing what I'm doing, and like you had so much more experience than me, like you're jealous, man. But
Sure.
aside from that, hopefully, like I'll be back in October, maybe sooner. But a lot of things like I got going on. I'm gonna start trying to like help a lot of kids who are like, even though like it won't be much, like I'm gonna start taking like $1,000 from my purse each time I fight here and start helping kids around the local colleges, like try to pay for their tuition or their books. So that's what I'm gonna start doing alongside with me helping with the Boys and Girls Club and just giving back to them and just showing them that regular guys like myself can be role models.
So it's underground boxing news. This is what underground boxing news is about right here. You see what it is? First of all, it ain't little. Everything counts. $1,000. People don't do that at all. Some
Right.
people they talk it, but they don't. This guy, I seen this guy at the fights bring kids up to the ring, give out sneak, like I see this with my own two eyes. So don't think anything you doing for the community is little, because them kids that right there mean a lot. man.
Much
Because there's kids out here who don't got nothing. This is why it's underground boxing news, baby. Did I mention that? This is why it's underground boxing news, because it's so much bigger than boxing. Yep, that's not little.
Man,
You
much
listen, you doing that. First of all, you've been doing this for years. So let's not miss this part. He been doing this for years, y'all. This is not nothing new. This is something he's been doing for years, so it's not little. You know what I'm saying? These kids look up to you. We need more guys like you that's going to do something like that, because some of these kids need a father figure that they don't have, and they can look up, like, you might save a child life. You know what I'm saying? We got over 50 states in America. If we could get 15 or 20 of you, we might get saved 10 kids out of each state a year, because they ain't got no role models, don't got no directions.
Absolutely.
So shout out to you
Thank
and with everything you doing, but
Thank
that
you.
really brought my attention. And I always say that. I got a bunch of interviews on my phone, and I just be like, yo, I just love everything you do with the youth, with the children, like everything besides boxing. You're a great boxer. You're a great boxer, but outside of boxing, everybody think it's just boxing. You're a great guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving you your flowers now, man. So,
Man, I really appreciate it.
it's
Thank you.
underground boxing news. It's underground boxing news. It's Mr. Did I mention that? But this guy been had my attention. Every time I see him, I give him his flowers, because a lot of guys talk about what they're going to do or what they did. It don't really be true. I seen it with my own 2 eyes. He giving away stuff. He talking to these people. He talking to these kids, bringing kids to the fight, just trying to show them something a little different. You might think it don't mean much, but to them it mean the world. That means the world, man. That means the world. But we're gonna get back. We're gonna get back on the boxing scene. We're gonna get back. We got a lot of predictions coming up. Boxing been great this year. So since I got to the town, can we talk about that Tank and Ryan fight? What you think? What you thought about that Tank and Ryan fight, man?
You see the hat, right, man? I'm Baltimore all day.
My goodness. So, but what about the hype, though? What about the hype? The fight was hyped up. Before the fight, where was your mind at? Before the fight, before Tank fought Ryan, where was your mind at before that? So like a week before, 2 weeks before?
Just honestly, because I used to train at Upton a long time ago. I trained alongside of him. I know this kid. He can fight. He can move. He can box. I said, Tank gonna knock this boy out. So that was already in my mind, because a lot of people think it's just power with him. No, this kid can actually box. I watched him box since he was 6 years old, like on up. Like I've seen him. Like I've seen this kid put in work. Like he can box. Like he just don't got power. He can actually box, and that's a dangerous combination. It's like you can box and you got power. So like people say, yeah, his punch output is not that high. Like, why do it got to be that high? Like, he knows what he's doing. He's accurate. He can box. He knows how to move. He knows the science of boxing, and that's what people misunderstand about Tank, because all they get caught up on is the power. No, the kid is smart. He has a high boxing IQ, and they fail to realize that.
So you think do you think Tank Davis is the face of boxing right now?
Absolutely.
All right, so we got that out of the way. We got another fight prediction. Devin Haney, Lomachenko coming up.
I actually like that fight. I think it's going to be competitive, but I'm going to take Devin on that one.
You're going to take Devin?
Yeah. I like the way he moves. He has one of the best jabs in boxing now, compared to Larry Holmes back in like the early, like mid 70s, early 80s. So
he's taking it back, y'all. It's underground boxing news.
Yeah, so like I think he's going to control him with his jab.
I got Devin Haney too. I've been saying Devin Haney for a while. I said the same exact thing, that I think is going Lomachenko going to have a hard time getting around that jab. Like I said, Lomachenko, he got all them angles and all that stuff, but he usually move with them angles in the inside. You know what I'm saying? He started doing all that when he get in the inside. I really feel if Devin Haney can keep him away from him with that jab, it's over. Not only do Devin Haney know how to use his jab, but he know how to use his height and he know how to use the ring. So he's going to be actually moving around too while he's throwing his jab. And he can throw his jab from any angle. He can throw it going back, sideways. So that's kind of, and his jab, he got a nice, strong jab. So it ain't like he throwing light punches. Them things is coming fast and they coming hard. You better watch out.
Man.
I'm telling you.
He gonna
It's
stand
going it's going to be it's going to be a great fight.
at
It's going to be a great fight.
either
We got
jab
one more.
with it.
But I want to ask you, but I don't, because you just said you like this guy so much. So Josh Taylor and Lopez.
Oh man, like
I
man,
had to do that
he
though, but
just
you just said you like him so much though. So
man,
is
he
it fair?
to like be honest, like it's not fast. Like I'm gonna rock with Josh Allen, like he's from Baltimore now, but like he's also just like he's just a warrior within him, like self. Like this guy will go through the fire, but like man, just to meet a genuine nice person, man. Like it's hard not to want to root for them, like no matter what. So that's my that's
So
my
I'm gonna take it back to top it a little bit, and then I'm gonna get back on this. I'm gonna answer this, but I gotta take it back. So when you meet a genuine good person, so I did an interview with Shushu in Vegas.
okay.
The Ryan Garcia team. I did an interview with him at the airport. It's on YouTube, and I said the same thing. I said, "Yo, you just stopped my man Brandon Chambers, great guy." You know what I'm saying? Like when you a great person, it always gonna get recognized. You know what I'm saying? And you one of those people. So it don't matter what we talking about. Once your name come up in any conversation, he agreed with it. Once your name come up in a conversation that you're a great guy, that holds a lot of weight, man.
Man, look, check this out. Like this is crazy.
Oh, I'm listening.
When one of my cousins found out from Brooklyn, New York, found out, I was like,
Brooklyn.
yo, he was like, yo, that's my cousin. I was like, you lying. So I'm your cousin. And then on top of that, he your cousin. So you got two cousins fighting.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
weird, man.
Oh, wait, time out. Do anybody else know that? No. Did you explain that to anybody else on any media channel?
No, you are the first.
It's underground boxing news. It's underground boxing news in 2023. Did I mention that? So that's the first time that's being said.
Yeah.
These boys must not be cousins. They
Right.
both great guys.
Yeah.
And then look at the interview with Shushu. He's a great guy.
Great
I
guy.
brung you up.
Great,
I brung you up. You know why I brung you up? Because you a great guy. What a
great guy.
coincidence.
Like you probably can't see it, but like in the midst of like like the fight when like we had embraced one another, I had told him. He was like, really? And then he gave me another hug because he didn't know, and then, like I didn't want to, like when like I found out about him, like damn. Then like my cousin was like, he going to tell him. I was like, nah, like we can just wait after the fight or whatever, man. So he was like, all right, so yeah.
All right. So now I'm gonna go back to that Josh Taylor Lopez. I told you I was gonna go back, y'all. I told you I was gonna go back. I had to get out the way first. I got Josh Taylor too, but my reason and your reasons are completely different. So my reason for me having Josh Taylor, besides he a great fighter, Lopez a great fighter too. Lopez last fight, he questioned himself to the world. He said, "Man, do I still got it?"
I mean,
always bring this up. I think Lopez is an outstanding fighter. I really do. But once you start questioning yourself on live TV and you let the world know, if you don't believe in yourself, how we gonna believe in you? So
yeah,
I gotta rock out with Josh Taylor until he get in the ring and he showed me something different. Like I said, this is the conversation that he should have had off camera. This is the conversation he should have had with his pop driving home from the arena. That's all. I just think that was a closed door conversation. You never question your talent in front of the world because you work so hard. Like you work so hard, and just to say that, like, no, instead of him saying, "Dog, I'm gonna go work harder." You know what I'm saying? Listen, hey, Pop, listen, we need to work harder. I gotta work harder. I want to fight, but I gotta work harder because I know I'm better. Not do oh man, I don't know about God. No, I know I'm better than this, so I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna work harder. So that's why in the beginning of this conversation we had, I said, listen, he took his loss, but he's gonna be back on top. Did I mention that? Because you not stopping. He's gonna be back on top. Did I mention that? So that first loss can't really discourage you about the bigger picture, your bigger goal, where you're going in life. Because he already on top, but he want to be higher. You know what I'm saying? It's like you on top, you trying to get higher. You're not like, man, I'm trash. I don't know if I got it. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
so look, I had so much life experience. I took so many L's. I'm still working towards getting that big million, man. So
Oh
I ain't
man, it's coming. It's
worried
closer
about
than you know it.
nothing. I ain't worried about nothing. I'm gonna just keep on going despite whatever obstacles stand in my way. Like losses, a loss, any kind of loss, that will never define me or define the kind of person I am now. With Tiafimo feeling like how he was feeling, I mean, you kind of can't fault him a little bit, man. Like we human though, so it's like, but like he shouldn't have said that on
Exactly.
like camera. But we,
I'm not going. I'm not faulting, but it's just a professional mistake.
yeah,
As a professional, you gotta you
I'm
gotta
saying,
think you gotta think a little. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. You can't doubt yourself like that in front of the world. You know what I'm saying? He gotta live with that forever.
it's
Yeah,
true.
that's not just saying they just go away. You're a professional. You got a bunch of fights. You was a title holder. You was a champion. So for you to think like that, you don't put to think like that. But we're gonna get back to you though. So you say you might be back in the ring. When you say you might be back in the ring again?
Maybe October or sooner, like on my promoter, his next card. Hopefully we can find something at one of my natural weights, either 118 or 122. But if we gotta go back up to 26 or even 30, we will. But
So it's whatever with you then.
absolutely,
It's
man.
whatever with you. Did I mention that? It's whatever with my guy. He taking all the smoke. He want all the smoke. Did I mention that? He want all the smoke. So I got another question, man. You said you started boxing at 32.
But yeah, that's when I turned professional. Yeah, but I've been in and out since I was 18 because my mom never wanted me to actually do it. But like along then, I had so many like things come up, like having kids, new jobs, the police academy, going to uh, culinary school. It was just like a lot of things. And then like when I actually got settled and actually got good at policing and like knowing like, okay, you don't gotta arrest everyone. And like I actually seen that like with boxing, it could also help platform and like show people like I'm a good role model as well as like a police. I wasn't out here really locking up people. I'm out here listening to people. I'm out here helping people. Like I get jobs. Like I've been feeding the homeless, and it's like that's not like I really never like highlighted or showcased because like just to do like good deeds, like you don't need to like show the world and everything. Like I was just doing it because I know what it's like not to like have a meal and things, man. So like I was just doing it out the kindness of my heart, but like I also seen like with boxing, like this could like help elevate a lot of stuff and also get more hands involved to actually help me so I can help more than just like the small circle of people. I can help a vast variety of like people and also with like boxing, like who doesn't like boxing? Everyone in each social class loves boxing, so why not?
True indeed. True indeed. But I'm trying at 32, I wanted you to experience that people would made you go pro at 32 because that's like a kind of late age to be going box to be, turning pro going boxing.
And honestly, like I watched the film, like probably got a lot of people, oh, he's trash, he trash. But when I watched the film of my first fight, I said, dang, I don't look bad. So I actually asked Tony, could I fight again? Because I was only supposed to do one and done.
Wanted.
So, but
So tell everybody who Tony
oh
is. So
yeah, all right, everyone, Tony Jetter. That is my bro. That is the founder of Jetta Promotions. His last big fight was against Chris Eubank Jr. So like I follow Tony to a T. Everything he tells me to do, I'll do it with no questions asked because he's been there and he knows what to actually do. And like he's the reason I'm living out my dream now. So big shout out to
shout out
Tony and
to
everyone over there.
Tony. Shout out to Tony Jella Promotions. Did I mention that? It's underground boxing news. live. There's always a bunch of surprises. It's Underground Boxing News since 2023. Did I mention that? We got my man Brandon Chambers, aka Brody, the hitter. Chambers, just in case y'all forgot who we was talking to. It's Underground Boxing News.
Absolutely.
Man, we back. Hey man, we back. But man, listen, like I said, this boy, man, if y'all see this boy, y'all go to Live Casino, y'all see, make sure y'all show him some love. Y'all better tell him Mr. Underground sent you. Y'all better tell him Mr. Underground sent you.
Absolutely.
And he Live Casino. He had a, so you had the crowd so in tune, the whole crowd be in tune with that, with the live. Yo, it's straight bananas. It's straight lights out at the Live Casino, man.
Yeah, man.
This
like
lights out.
I actually have a big crowd at Live, and like it wasn't as big as Live, but actually when I fought at the Prudential Center about a month ago now, like
Jersey, let the people know. New
like
Jersey top rank. New Jersey top rank. And let the people know, man. New Jersey top rank. Did we mention that?
Jersey,
the biggest stage he was on.
yes,
Did we mention that?
Yes,
Come on,
yes,
man.
I was on.
Exactly.
Yeah, like
the biggest stage. Did he like so let me explain something to y'all. Y'all heard what he just said. He started boxing at 32. He only had 9 fights before he got to that big stage. He wasn't a high prospect. He wasn't Golden Glove, Nash, none of that. And he got that. He took that. Hold on, wait. Let me take it back. Let me take. He wasn't no high prospect. He didn't fight Golden Glove, none of that. His 9th fight, he got a big fight with Top Rank. Did I mention that? It don't happen. Hard work definitely pays off. Shout out to Tony Jenner Promotions for making everything happen for this man. Did I mention that? July 15th, Live Casino. Live Casino. I'm telling you, it's a party in there. It's a whole party. There's a whole party in there. Did I mention that? Let's not forget about that. The energy is amazing. Y'all see how I speak about it. I'm Underground Boxing News, man. Underground Boxing News, shout out to Custom Place Dover Mall. Y'all better get there. Tell them Underground sent you. The Custom Place Dover Mall, please. If y'all don't like the quality, you can bring your own stuff. You can bring your own shirt, your own sweatshirt, your own hoodie. They're going to put it on there for you. Did I mention that? It's the Custom Place Dover Mall. Back to my man Brandon Chambers.
Yeah,
back to my man Brandon Chambers and Tony Jenner Promotions. Did I mention that? Hey, Underground Boxing News is the only boxing channel where you're going to have fun. They saw my man smiling and laughing. Like, we're going to have fun here, man, because it's bigger than boxing, baby. It's bigger than that.
Man. And like, I'm just so grateful. Like, it was about a 3-hour drive from Baltimore here to the Prudential Center. I had 50 people come out and watch me. Like, I didn't perform as well as I wanted to, but they all knew and they understood. But like, I had it was just big for me. Like, don't sound like a lot.
Listen, man. Hold on, I gotta cut you off, man. You did an amazing job. Hold on, wait. You did an amazing. Don't listen, man. You don't. Bro. It take man. It's Top Rank, man. You did an amazing job, brother. You did an amazing. Like you said, nobody don't want to fight this boy.
Nobody.
You took. Like I said, he was not no highly top prospect. This guy started boxing at 32 years old. Did I mention that? He was 32 years old when he started boxing. He was 9-0 when he took on this highly prospect Bruce Carrington. He's a highly prospect. They expecting this boy to be a champion 2-3 years. My man, 9-0, 32 when he turned pro. He's 38 years old fighting these young animals, these young gorillas. Did I mention that? Like, come on, man. He ain't scared of these balls. It take a lot of heart and coverage. That's why when people say, oh, this person trash, you can't really, you can listen to them because it's always good for feedback, but you can't really listen to them because they're not going in there. They don't know what you're experiencing when you go in that ring. He turned pro at 32. He's not a highly prospect. He still is 9-0. He took his L. He coming right back. Did I mention that? He ain't quitting. He's 38. He could be like, man, you know what? This ain't for me. I'm going to go to work. But he ain't doing that. Did I mention that? It's Underground Boxing News.
You gonna
It's the
stop? I'll
underground
be 30.
boxing news.
Hey, I'll be 37 Monday. You keep going.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got it. Hey, I'm not perfect. Yeah, please accept my apology. I'm not perfect. I was off. Listen, I'm sorry. It's underground boxing news. It's underground boxing news in 2023. Did I mention that, Mister? Did I mention that, Mister
Oh,
Underground? But I apologize. I gave him 2 years.
nah, man, you
He be
good,
37.
man.
Hey, but listen, he was so in the groove with me. I didn't say it 3, 4 times. He finally want to correct me. He gonna let me say it 3, 4 times, and now he want to correct me. But brother, I love your energy, man. And everybody get a chance to meet you, they gonna love your energy too. Like I said, if y'all in love, because he gonna be there if whether he fight or not. He support Tony Johnson Promotion. Did I mention that? I see,
Absolutely.
but listen, I seen you on the gram. You had a flick with Terrence Crawford. How was that?
Oh man, Terrence is actually like real cool too. Yeah, I had stopped him. I had said, "Hey, bud, can I get a picture?" He was like, "Yeah." So, the kid that I had just gave the shoes to, I was gonna get a signed glove from somebody, but Bud doesn't sign gloves. Like a lot of like the pros don't because a lot of these people who be getting them to like sign stuff like they mess that up and everything. And this is why like I go back into saying like Josh Taylor's cool. Like I didn't have a chance to explain to Bud why like I needed it, but I had explained to like Josh Taylor, but I didn't get to see him after the fight or whatever. Like he was going to sign the glove to me to give to the kid and everything. That's why I said, man, this guy's all right, man. Like that just made me so happy because like I just wanted to get that to like a kid to like show him like here's something valuable that I got done that I want to give to you.
So let me ask you a question. Let's take it back again. I like taking it back. You said fighters don't like signing
Yeah.
gloves. So I need you to explain to because everything a fighter do is ignorant. So anytime I
No,
tell
no.
somebody it's all ignorant. So if you can explain to the world, it's underground boxing news too. This is the only place you're gonna get this is underground boxing news, Mr. Underground, Mr. Did I mention that? Hold on, one more thing. The custom place Dover Mall. It's the custom place Dover Mall. If you in Dover Mall, you need a custom shirt. They got shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, whatever you need. If you don't like the material, you can bring your own. They still gonna print it out. You better tell them Mr. Underground said you. Did I mention that? Oh my goodness. Now we back. Now why they don't wanna what's up with the glove thing?
So with some fights, and he's not the first to actually tell me that, but like some of these people who be going out, like they try to make it like just a stupid profit from off of like the fighters' signatures and like things, and like it's not right, especially when like you making that kind of money, like you ain't giving back or contributing anything to them. So like that's why they don't like doing it.
Okay,
But
so basically, let me try to break this down. You saying basically they won't sign a glove or any of that because if they get big or if they are big, they'll try to sell it for profit,
yeah,
and the boxers won't get no profit off of it. So is that the reason?
that's one aspect of it. Yeah. So it's like, and I wasn't mad about that or nothing, but like he's still like a good person. Like he took a picture with me, like I was side by side taking a picture with one of the best boxers in like the world, man. Like that was just awesome.
Well, since you mentioned the best boxer in the world, Terrence Crawford. Hold up, it's underground boxing news. Did I mention that? It's Mr. Underground. It's the underground boxing news. Did I mention that? We live too. We got Brandon Chambers, aka Brody, TheHitter Chambers. Just in case y'all forgot, we got Brody, TheHitter Chambers. Did I mention that? But we're gonna go back on topic. Now you said Terrence Crawford the best fighter in the world. So I want to ask you a question, man. This another prediction. I don't know if it's gonna happen. I don't know if it's gonna happen. It's Mr. Underground Boxing News. I need this prediction. Terrence Crawford, Earl Spence. You give me your prediction first, and I'm gonna give you my prediction.
Now look. I said one of the best boxers in the world, right?
Okay, one of the best boxers in the world. So we talk
Now,
about one of the best boxers in the world.
now,
I want to predict. You know everybody wants to see this fight. You want to see this fight.
now you know my fighting style, and I like going to the body. Even though I'm not a southpaw, I'm a big Spence fan, so I'm going with Spence on this one.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep it real. This is so tricky. This is definitely a tricky conversation. I like both guys. I like Terrence Crawford. Shout out to him and all his success. Shout out to Earl Spence, all his success. I just did an interview with Derek James. Shout out to him. Shout out to Frank Martin, great guy. I met Frank Martin when I was in Vegas. Frank Martin, his father, and his best friend. Shout out to those guys. But I gotta break it down like this. So I'm not going to give an answer who I think going to win. But hold on. But all right, I'm gonna give an answer. But can I break it down? So Earl Spence Jr. he the body snatcher, but he want to come straight to you. He want to walk you down and all that. I never seen in Terrence Crawford's career where somebody can just walk him down and him not catch him. You cannot do the same move. I'm not saying Earl Spence not going to beat him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to say Terrence Crawford not going to beat Earl Spence, but you cannot do the same move on Terrence Crawford 3 times and don't think you ain't going to get knocked down. So my example from that is they both fought Sean Porter, both of them. So Earl Spence fought Sean Porter. He dropped them, the later rounds, like the 9th or the 10th round. It might have been even the 11th. I know he dropped Sean Porter, but I gotta say, but Terrence Crawford stopped him, and not only did he stop him, that was Sean Porter's last fight.
Yeah,
he retired after that, and he's still pretty young. So I don't know, but I know you cannot do the same move on Terrence Crawford, man. You can't walk him down. He's not a walk down fighter. I think he's a fighter that you have to box, and if you don't box him, you're going to be in for a world of trouble. And it don't matter who it is. It don't matter who it is.
I will say this though, like styles make fights, because as a guy I fought before fighting Shushu named Vitwa. Shout out to him. Very good southpaw out of Rock Hill, South Carolina. So we have the same opponent in common. So that opponent, who very good opponent, very good jab, named Tayshawn Autry. I fought him. I stopped him. I stopped him in the 4th round. Him and Vitwa went the distance. But when I fought Vitwa, thinking, okay, I just stopped Autry, I'm going to stop him. No, I had another thing coming. Vitwa was one of my hardest fights. So styles definitely make fights. So I really don't know how it is going to go, but like I'm going with Earl Spence because like that's more of my style and that's what I like.
Okay. All right, cool. I like that. But if I gotta flip the coin, I can't do it. I can't say who's gonna win. I'm gonna just wait for I'm gonna be patient, and I'm gonna wait for that fight to happen because, like I said, I'm not. They 2 different style fighters, right? But I just feel like if Earl Spence gonna come in there and be trying to walk him down, especially the earlier rounds, I think he's gonna have trouble. You know, Terrence Crawford don't really open up to like the later, like 3rd, 4th round. You know what I'm saying? He don't open right up the 1st round. Earl Spence going to come in. He want to tear your body up. So if Terrence Crawford can get through them first couple rounds, I think we're gonna have a great fight when it happens. But until then, it's just in the air till then. But man, I want to appreciate your time. I gotta give you another shout out again before we get out of here. It's Brandon Chambers, man, the hit man. Brandon Chambers, 9-1, 1 draw, featherweight, 125 pounds. Did I mention that? Oh my goodness. Hold on, let me bring it back. Can I bring it back? It's Brody. Wait, it's Brody the Hitter Chambers. He about to be 37. I was wrong the whole time. 9-1, 1 draw, featherweight, 125 pounds. Did I mention that? Peace, brother. I wish you so much success in your career. I'm definitely going to see you again. And I appreciate the time. I got one more shout out again. The Custom Place Dover Mall. Whatever y'all need, custom shirts, t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies. If y'all don't got it, if y'all don't like the material, you can bring it there. They're going to do it anyway. So shout out to them. Tell them Mr. Underground told you. Tell them Mr. Underground told you. You don't tell them that, you might as well even go.
Told you. And
but all right, appreciate you, brother.
Also,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I just want to give a big shout out to everyone over at Jetta Promotions and all the boxes in the DMV and everyone who's fighting on the July 15th card. Maryland Live Casino, man, I wish y'all nothing but the best, and I will be in the building.
Underground Boxing News, the same thing. We wish all y'all the best. All the Baltimore fighters, all the Maryland fighters. Tony Jetta Promotions, great guy. If y'all see Tony Jetta promoted, tell Tony I need an interview too, because people didn't know how great of a guy he is. He talk to everybody. He be moving 1,000 miles per minute. I never seen that like it. He be here, but he will stop and talk to you guys.
Oh, you got that, and I got you.
He move 1,000 miles per. I can't keep my eyes on him. You know what I'm saying? But he a great guy. Shout out to Tony J Promoters, Mr. Live Casino. I gotta call him Mr. Live Casino more in Maryland. The way he shut that thing down, I gotta call him that. So shout out to these guys, man, and we appreciate the time. Y'all definitely going to see him on Underground again. And
yes, sir.
We out here, man. Appreciate you, brother.
All right, man. Thanks
No problem.
for coming again, man.
All right.